All right, we are back. Nope, Peony, get down. We are back with more franchise. Um, just a quick disclaimer. Um, I'm hoping my mic and my controller last. They are running a little low on battery, and so we'll tackle that if we need to, but should be good at least for now. Um, but let's just get into it so we don't waste too much time. We won the last game. We scored 4 runs in the last 3 innings. The game went to extra, so we scored 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, and 1 in the 10th to win 4-3. So let's go ahead and advance the day. Do we not advance? All right, so we got Michael Lorenzen going up against Jansen Junk. Apologies. Yeah, let's just get right into it. All right. Let's swap those guys around. Let's give TJ Rumfield a start at DH. All right, I think that's good. Let's get going. All right, the goal is to not strike out as much. We have struck out 38 times in 2 games, so 18 times the first game, 20 times last game.
Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Miami Marlins.
But I'm also still working here, so there might be a chance that
pitch coming your way next.
Work pulls me away, but we will cross that bridge if it happens.
Jansen Junk. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical to work quickly. It helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
All right, first pitch coming up. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. And we're off and rolling in Miami.
5 strikeouts for Doyle last game. That is a sweet girl.
Inside.
All right, good, 2 good takes to start out. Early, nope, good timing, just above it.
Next offering upstairs. Late
that was ball 4.
Got him swinging.
Doyle, God, you're striking out too much. Come on, Peen, get down.
Digs in now. 3 for 10 in the series so far. Jung, a guy with a reputation for being a strike thrower. Most of his outings, the walk totals will be low and the balls will be in play, Chris.
What I really like about him, he just goes out there and he wants to compete. I mean, he goes after the hitters and he trusts his stuff. So when he's got it working, this guy's going to induce a lot of soft contact.
But the data certainly tells us that this method is less effective in today's game than in previous eras. One of the things as well that we've seen is that with launch angle type swings, that slight uppercut, the pitch that's really dying out is the sinker. That 2-seam fastball really moves right into the same path as that uppercut type swing.
The announcer's claiming the sinker's dying out, yet every single pitcher seems to have a sinker.
The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Yeah, and if you're going to have an effective sinker, you've got to be able to throw a good four-seam fastball at the bottom of the zone. And to your point, because of the launch angle, at some point or another, that ball is going to be lifted up and out of the ballpark.
Quick move to first. Moniak back in on a dive. And he dodges that fastball. The 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field.
I don't think that's out.
Stowers on his way over. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Hunter Goodman.
You feel good, huh?
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hunter Goodman. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity.
Did I go under it? I
felt
felt like timing was good.
And time up the fastball.
No, it was
Last
late
thing you
and
want
went
to do
under
is
it.
miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Now quick throw to first. Moniak back on a dive. Moniak off of first with 2 away. Nope. Just missed.
Ooh, that was probably a strike.
Just
Ooh, it
missing
wasn't.
with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but too many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch.
We're staying alive, fighting off some pitches.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. 2 for 8 in the season.
At the ball.
Line, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate.
Take an early lead, hopefully.
And the runner from second scores on the play. On the board first, it's 1-zip.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
First and second, 2 outs. Edouard Julien now at the plate. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Two on, 2 outs. Now 1-1.
It might have been a ball.
I think he was sitting off speed there. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That's a good pitch. Feel like my eye is much better than it was yesterday right now.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. And they're all loaded up.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Next is the designated hitter.
Oh, I was way ahead of that. I was sitting dead red fastball there.
fouls away the first offering. Struck him out. That ends the inning.
Overall, that was a pretty good inning. I wish we would have scored more runs, but
run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back here
better
in
at bats.
Park. Today's starter for Colorado, Michael Lorenzen. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Hauls it in, 1 away.
Batting second.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, you know, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Nope, that's inside.
Comes up empty. That's
gave me
strike
that
2.
one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Go inside corner with
2-2 now. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. McCarthy takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, the center fielder, Jacob.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. Close one, doesn't get the call.
I'm not going to challenge it, but I think that's a strike. Yeah, that's definitely a strike. Should challenge it. Oh, well.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Still trying to get my eye line down on the strike zone from this angle.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
All right, let's see if we can overpower him with fastball.
Hit in the air, center
Didn't
field.
overpower him, but I'll take a 3-3 down inning.
He's got it, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. Rockies lead it 1-0. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. Right through there for a strike. Inside, almost got him. That one ripped right center field. Could be extra bases.
You might be able to get 3 out of that.
And he starts off the second with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jake McCarthy will hit next. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Late with the swing there.
That might have been inside.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Ball inside.
I saw that high from the beginning.
Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout.
All right, Brenton, let's put the ball in play. We've had 6 strikeouts in a row, at least going back to last game. I can't remember how many times he struck out the first game.
Taking in, it's the speedy outfielder Brenton Doyle. He's 0 for 1.
There you go.
Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed
It's
for
gonna
the
be close.
plate. The relay throw. Slides his hand in there. Save. And they lead by 2.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. The 0-1. That one ripped, but foul. Foul ball left side. He'll see
Getting
another.
much better at bats this game, but still 4 or 3 strikeouts and 1 in the third.
And the 0-2. Ground ball left side.
Ooh.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. Safe. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Oh, they gave me a hit on that. Shocker.
Got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, 1 out. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
That's a good pitch.
Traffic
I went
on the
under that.
bases with 1 already in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Very late and low on that again. All right, let's get our eye on. Come on.
Ball 1.
There we go.
Two on, 1 out.
Ball, that's in.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel
I think
for
it was.
each
I
umpire's
think it was
strike
inside.
zone is something that
Challenge it.
pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Here's a 2-2. Now one miss.
Ooh, I think that might have been a
here.
strike.
And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges. Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman, worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Late on that fastball. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
5 strikeouts in 2 innings.
Could've been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Down to the bottom of the second. You're watching Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. We head to the bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez. Hernandez matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
At the plate, Connor Norby.
Get
that
out.
one is
Okay, good.
absolutely belted. And foul as it bangs off the fence.
Ball one.
In the dirt. Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground, right side to Tovar. A sensational double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground. Has some trouble with it. No play. That's an infield single.
Batting 7.
So a man aboard. And now Otto Lopez.
Ball one.
That was close, but that's ball, I think. Yep.
This one in the air, center field.
Not missing a lot of bats, so
And that is that.
I'm okay now, but
We head on now to the top of the third.
it
It's
could
the Rockies 2
prove to
and
be
the
a
Marlins
problem
nothing.
as the game goes on.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Foul ball.
I'm falling
1-2
behind
now.
throwing counts.
Swings
Ah.
and misses, struck him out. Next for Colorado, Edouard
I
Julien.
mean, 6 strikeouts in 3 innings, not good. Less than 3 innings.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
That wasn't even
Catcher
close, dude.
challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved
No
the zone.
way. Oh,
Still 2
come
challenges
on.
left for them.
I call horseshit on that. That was lower than that.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And that skips in the dirt. Oh, he
That's
doesn't
ball
get the
2.
call. Ball 2.
That's probably
And an
gonna.
ABS challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Rockies is the DH.
Rumfield.
Hey.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Right
Jesus
through there,
Christ.
got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back
That
here
was
at
bad.
Lone Depot Park. Now here's the Marlins DH, Christopher Morel.
Hey.
So that's friggin' 8 strikeouts in 3 innings.
And that's in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement. That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the
plate,
zone
ball
as a
1.
pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards.
No, that's low.
Swings and misses, and it's 1-1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Check swing called strike. Going to count 1-2.
Ball 2.
On the ground to the left,
Foul.
and that's just foul.
Got lucky there.
He makes the grab. That is the
Got
inning.
lucky there, Penelope.
3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. It's the Rockies 2 and the Marlins nothing. This is Rockies. Back here in Miami, on to the 4th. Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. Close, but called a ball. Ball
strike.
1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
We gotta focus here.
And a 1-2.
Hey, and out that's not a strikeout. I'll take
Over
it.
to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Next to hit for the Rockies, Jake McCarthy. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Ryan Gusto preparing to come on if needed. Fauché also throwing.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And now 2-2. Got him.
God damn it, I went low instead of out.
9 for him in this game. 9. And stepping in is the speedy Brenton Doyle.
It was very late on that.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing. He held up. And it's 1-1.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Ball 2.
And he swings through that one.
Late on that one.
Stays alive.
That'd have been a strike. See, that seemed higher than the first one that they called a strike.
Gets a
Better
piece
fight it.
there. We'll do it again.
Come on, give me something to hit.
2 down, nobody on. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Struck him out swinging. He battled for a long.
Striking out
Back here
way
at
too much
Depot
again.
Park. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers.
Hey!
Way out front for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Jacob Marcy.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the Marlins.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead, somehow create a little bit more time where maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Foul ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through that one.
Good
It's a
pitch.
strikeout.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Norby in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Ball 1.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off.
So it's the slider again. It's been good for me.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Let's try it one more time, but go a little further out.
That hits
That's a
the
ball.
dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man on second, 2 down. Caught him looking for the K. 1 left for Miami. They're still down. It's 2-zip. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Ryan Gusto.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've
Got
got a lot of
Fastball
outs to
curve,
eat
Tyler.
up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Moniak in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Yeah,
Oh,
big
Kyle.
swing and a miss.
Man, he was
He's getting a
really
little
targeting
swing happy
that
again.
fastball. Great
You
job
gotta
of
refocus.
setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
The 1-2.